Good morning and welcome to another edition of Daily Brew, your morning pick-me-up. I'm Art Preuss, pastor of the Naples SDA Church, and I'm so glad that you're with us this morning. I want to look with you in the overall scheme of the sanctuary, but I don't want to dwell too much on the significance and the emblems of each of the furniture there that we find in the entire architecture of the sanctuary. When you first come in, you notice that the sanctuary is surrounded by a cloth wall. And within that cloth wall is the courtyard that you will find two massive pieces of furniture. The first one is the altar of sacrifice, where people would come in and bring their offerings, either their thank offerings, their free will offerings, or offerings for their sins. That's where they would present it right there as they come in. The priest would then present those offerings and go into the next item, which is the brazen laver, where they would wash his hands. In other words, taking away the blood, symbolizing the sin of the offerings that was offered previously. And they would need to get that all out of their hands before they walk into the sanctuary. And as you walk in, you notice that there is no walls, either to the east, to the west, or to the north, or to the south. It's just one entryway. And so you will find the table of showbread on one side. And there you have the bread that is being changed every single week on Sabbath. Symbolically, it could mean that every week we have a fresh start. God gives us a fresh start at the conclusion and at the beginning of every week. And it starts with the Sabbath. Across from the table of showbread, you have the lampstand, where the wicks and the olive oils that were utilized to create fire that would use to illuminate the environment where the priest would come in and minister in the building. And before you cross over the veil to the most holy place, you have the altar of incense, where the incense symbolically met the prayers, the ascending prayers of the people as they offered their sacrifices. But on one specific occasion, once a year, the Most High Priest is the only one who would ever have access to the Most Holy Place. And there in the Most Holy Place, you have the Ark of the Covenant. Within it, you have the budding staff of Aaron, you have manna, and you also have the Ten Commandments. Even though we notice that every particular item in the sanctuary had its location and its significance, I want to focus on one big overall picture that I would like for you to take away from this morning. God, when he gave the plan for the sanctuary to Moses to build the tabernacle that God could dwell among them, it was because he wanted the people to understand that all of heaven was working on behalf of their individual salvation. I am so sure glad that heaven is working towards my salvation, and heaven is working towards your salvation as well. I pray that that piece of good news will go with you as you go about this day. May God bless you.